Okay, welcome back. We're going to do another Fight Night video. These are fun to do. Some of them are more difficult to do than others. And not sure if I've mentioned this before, but... So... I know that my playing style with ButterBean isn't the most attractive to watch. And part of that is by design. When you're playing as ButterBean, his power is through the roof, but his speed and stamina are extremely poor. And that is why it's not a very good strategy to try and string together combinations and fight like a true boxer. Instead, you have to just rely on power, outlasting and overwhelming your opponent in the later rounds. It doesn't make for a very good fight, but it's still fun to watch ButterBean hammer, like I've done Tyson and Holyfield and Roy Jones Jr. And let's see, who should we do this time? We could do Isaac Frost. He's essentially the final boss of the game. It's too bad that Raymond Bishop is locked. We could do Andre Bishop, though. He is the protagonist in the story mode of the game. The Klitschkos are hard to knock out. Let's do George Foreman. I thought George Foreman was locked, but we'll go ahead and do George Foreman. And... none of these crummy small gyms. I do like the New York Arena. We'll do Boardwalk Hall. I think it's been a while since I did a fight here.
Ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to Boardwalk Hall and the famed Atlantic City Boardwalk in southern New Jersey for our main event. 10 rounds of heavyweight action. This should be a really good matchup here tonight. All that energy that we saw, it almost boiled over at the weigh-in yesterday. Now it gets to explode here in the ring. ButterBean's approaching the ring now. And this ring walk can tell you so much. Look at the focus on his face. George Foreman's ring walks have become the stuff of legend, and you can see the intensity on his face.
Professional record, 77 wins, with 58 knockouts and 8 defeats. Coming out of Bay City, Eric ButterBean Edge. His adversary, with a record of 76 triumphs, with 68 knockouts and 5 losses, by way of Marshall, Big George Foreman.
All right, gentlemen. Protect yourselves at all times. Let's touch him up.
Little get to know you here in the opening round, scheduled for 10. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. George Foreman's right hand working well that time. He scored well. And now he's targeting upstairs. Teddy, the expectation in a matchup like this, a power puncher versus power puncher, is that the fight's not going to last long. But what if it does? Then what?
The guy with less power is going to win because he's a guy that has a reserve in a place that he's ready to go to in case the power's not there.
George Foreman's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Halfway through this round, to the head he goes with a left hand. A little head hunting with the right. Now he's putting his punches together, the combination upstairs.
I'm missing way too many punches.
George Foreman brings the thunder with that hook. He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. And now they're trading blows. ButterBean scoring with that right hand.
You're still not moving enough. Move!
Took a shot, now he gives a left. Good job, it was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by George Foreman. Effective work with that flush overhand right.
This is yours. You hear me? This is your fight. Keep it up. Keep scoring points. Keep throwing punches. You need to capitalize. I got more.
Need to hit more of those counter punches, though. Good news is Foreman's stamina is way down. We're going to tire him out quick.
Okay. Relax. Relax. Take a deep breath. I need you to focus. Anticipate his punches. Don't worry.
So the worst thing that can happen to us is the fight gets stopped because the referee stops it because the other fighter gets too bloody.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Showing you some defense there with the block. Big George Foreman unloads a left hand. And right from the start, he's throwing the power punches and landing them.
I think he has a date and he wants to get to it.
Nice work, the left hand to the head. He got hit, but he sends it right back. Oh, what a shot upstairs.
He's going to have to grab on.
That right hand over the top lands flush. Halfway through round number 2. Teddy, early on here, you cannot stress enough how much good comes from going to the body.
And you can't stress how many times you heard your parents tell you as a kid, put that change into the piggy bank because it's going to add up. Well, body punches add up.
Zones in on that overhand right. George Foreman's left working well that time. Goes up top with the right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by George Foreman. Gets rid of that effort. Foreman's not just loading up, He's landing combination punches like he did right there. Teddy, as Foreman settles in after that round, you can see swelling.
Yeah, that's something George is not used to because he's used to making other guys swell. You know, he hits them, they swell up. Now he has to deal with it.
Don't stop. You gotta keep working. You can get ahead, but you gotta keep working. Okay, listen, throw him off with some head movement. That's it. Throw.
One more round where we counterpunch, tire him out. Foreman might take it easy in this round. He might relax a little bit.
And round number 3 is underway. That's a razor-sharp uppercut by George Foreman. Comes right back with a shot of his own. Good, solid right hand lands. Well, that's the classic wet noodle foul. There it is! He goes up top and gets to him.
We get overly aggressive for 1 second and it costs us.
ButterBean's still in a tough spot here. Don't get fooled just thinking he beat the count and everything's fine.
And I'm not so sure that he can grab. So what you got to do now, if you're a trainer, the way you taught him in the gym is you don't want to go grab because you might leave yourself open. Move your head when he comes to you, then you grab him.
The left hand coming into play by George Foreman. George Foreman's using that jab well very early on here, Teddy. That could be a big benefit to him tonight.
Well, it's supposed to be, Joe. He has a real good wingspan. I mean, he's got those long arms. No better way to put him to use than to use that jab and use that jab at the right distance.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by George Foreman. Big George Foreman with a big, angry hook. Good right hand. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. The combo lands upstairs. Oh, you see him with the left to the head there? Well placed, straight right hand. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Targeting that head with the combination punching. ButterBean's right hand scores well that time. And that's the end of round 3.
You're okay, you're okay. Keep your hands up. Keep them up, all right? I mean, you know, he caught you with your hands.
Okay, this is the round where we should think about unloading on Foreman.
Nice. Nice work. You can't have it. Keep it up. There we go.
We open up round number 4 here. Let's look at Teddy's scorecard, where he's up 2 rounds to 1. I like his work rate, Teddy.
You know, he's not landing all the time clean, but it reminds me a little bit of some of the old fans used to say to me, Teddy, Marciano, we love Marciano, you know, the Rock. He used to hit guys on his arms. He wasn't hitting them clean, but he was breaking their blood vessels. Excuse me for being so graphic, but he was breaking their blood vessels, and they couldn't keep their arms up by the time they got to the 8th, 9th, 10th round. That's kind of the way this guy fights.
ButterBean's just not throwing many jabs here tonight, Teddy. I know that really bothers you. You like a guy that commits to the jab, don't you?
Well, that's boxing 101. I mean, that's the fundamentals, and it has so many areas where it serves you. I mean, it sets up your punches, it sets up your offense, but it controls your defense. It keeps a guy at a certain distance, gives the guy something to think about. Just the most basic thing in the world.
And there he is scoring with the right hand. And now he's targeting upstairs. ButterBean's impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. what he can do when he sends that right to the head. ButterBean's right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him. And now he's targeting upstairs. He has his target. He lands a straight right. He was waiting for his opponent, just waiting for an opportunity, and he found it. The counterpunch by George Foreman. He clinches when he gets to the inside. George Foreman showing that walking stick right now, utilizing the jab. Good job fighting from the outside. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. And the bell rings, signifying the end of the round. His opponent has to love what he's seeing opposite him right now. Foreman's eye is virtually shut, Teddy.
And what he has to do now is take advantage of that. He has to understand that he cannot see punches coming from that side. So you know what? Start throwing more of them from that side.
You got to take it to him this round, all right? You got to bring it.
Look at Foreman's stamina all the way down to 66.
You understand what I'm saying?
So if he can't throw more than 1 or 2 punches, his combinations are out the window. So this is the round where we want to go after him.
Back to action here at the start of this round, which is just part of what has been a very evenly fought fight. One of those fights that's going to be very hard to score. A well-placed overhand right. What a chin. Can you believe the shots this guy's absorbing?
And more importantly, can his opponent believe it? You know what? You want to hit a guy, so you figure that that's a good thing, that's an encouraging thing. This is a case where his opponent might get discouraged just by seeing his guy take those kind of shots.
Flush right hand to the head. ButterBean's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Huge right hand from George Foreman. ButterBean's showing you what it takes to be the best in this business. Good, crisp combos.
Move your head.
A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. Great hook to the head that time. George Foreman with a hook. Good effective work with that straight right hand. Foreman's on the bad end of a very impressive hook up top. This is why the fans love this game when it's at its absolute best. This round can't get any better, yet they're trying to make it better.
It's wearing us out. Imagine what they feel like.
Little head hunting with the left. And yet another big shot comes in. Can he get up from this? He's done it before, but can he get up from a second time down?
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on, get to your feet.
ButterBean's back up on his feet. Now, what will be interesting to see here is how he reacts in the next few moments. Nice combination there. Overhand right can be so effective. Able to dismiss it. A big hook to the head by George Foreman.
Good. Deep breath. Deep breath. Easy water. You're good. You all right? You're okay, right? Breathe. Listen, you threw a wide punch and he caught you. Tighten up his punches, right?
You need to capitalize on his mistakes. I want to see that counter hook. Make him pay for his mistakes.
The start of the 6th round. Biggs coming out here at the start of this round, knowing that the first half of this fight clearly has him out way in front on the scorecards.
Yeah, you know, sometimes guys don't do good when they're way out in front because they start letting up a little bit. They start taking things for granted. That is probably the only thing that can be an enemy of him right now.
He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own.
He's getting away from me.
Foreman's nailed by a huge hook. Biggs hurt by a superb. Don't be surprised. Big shot comes crashing home. Remember earlier, he was on the canvas. Now he's looking down on his opponent.
And we thought it was a bad thing earlier for him. It turned out to be a bad thing for his opponent because he got careless here.
Big George Foreman steadies himself, and that 6'4" frame is back upright after the knockdown. Little head knocking with that right hand. Good flush shot upstairs. ButterBean's able to land a good, solid left hand. I can't believe they're going at it like this. Tooth and nail, punch for punch. If you told each of them they would perform like this, they probably thought they'd have a lopsided win. Instead, it's a dead even fight.
Instead, they're bringing out the best, the extraordinary in each one.
Foreman's jab lands well. Turns over that hook upstairs. Good shot to the head with that right hand. He brings a big power punch, and it landed well.
Well, we've been talking about getting...
That's a big right hand. George Foreman. Oh! A battered George Foreman now has to figure out a way to overcome this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The ref is stopping this fight. Foreman's unable to get up and continue on.
Ladies and gentlemen, by way of knockouts, your winner, ButterBean.
Sometimes that's all it takes, Teddy. Just one good shot can end the evening.
You just wonder how hard he tried to actually get back up. But I'm not in his body.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night.
All right. In the 6th round, getting my butt kicked by George Foreman, losing on the scorecards too, and come through with the win. All you need is just that tried and true strategy of wearing them down, getting the stamina, and overwhelming them in the middle of the fight. So, let's see. All right, yeah. It was a win. We'll take it, knocking out George Foreman. So not sure who will knock out next time, but we'll have fun.